Hey everyone, it's Baze Junkie transmitting from Hamburg, Germany, back with a new video, and well, back with another deep dive into my archives, into promos I received way back before the internet hit big time, I guess, and before social media was a thing. So time frame is 1998 for today. So I left school in May of 1997, had started working for a music magazine in late 1997, and then I had my website established. And Erzählt was established as a sub-site of cityvoice.de first, which was a German or Hamburg-based like online magazine for nightlife and nightlife adjacent culture and stuff. And I was Erzählt was the underground section of that magazine first. But at the time, I already got a lot of promos from several labels, and one of the labels I was talking about was Plattenmeister, a German-based label, which was best known by many for the records by Fishmob, which was a like fun hip-hop, anarcho hip-hop band back in the day, which was also the roots of the guy you now know as DJ Kotze, the owner of Pampa Records, a house techno DJ, also known as Adolf Noise, which was his like ambient, fun downbeat project he continued to run on another label when he was already known for like being a tech house minimal techno DJ in the like noughties, I guess. So that was Plattenmeister is a label where he was rooted in, and they released a lot of music, very obscure music for underground music. One of the bands was also called Flugschädel, which was a very heavy industrial metal meets drum and bass meets weird lyrics band, and also they had Texter from Austria, which was more hip hop, and a lot of like very obscure side projects. And they were sending me promos on a regular, and one of the things that came in was this very fluffy, strange monster of a thing which I love and hate still after 30 years, because it's hard to put in any shelving and to keep clean. And as you see, there is a name on there. This was PULSER SG. Do you like me? Hello. PULSER SG, a duo from Hamburg basically, which I found out later, which released their album Primus Inter Pares. And if my Latin classes I took at school did not fully fail me, this was the first amongst people who are the same. Primus Inter Pares is the title. And this was released in this fluffy, flocati monstrosity of a cover. And the LP, which I don't own yet, has the same cover thing, but in bigger, so you have a big fluff ball of a CD on there. This CD is like 44 minutes long and has 23 tracks on there, so it's like a very, very short affair. Here's a little bit of a booklet, which basically is the only thing that covers the CD. You got this nice swimming photos there, so I was wrong with the tracks. It was 24 tracks. Looks like this. And here's the full track list within, or run through within like 44 minutes, so I was correct about that. And yeah, this is one of the most, not one of the most obscure albums I own, but this is very obscure in a way. So PULSER SG, Primus Inter Pares. This is a mixture thing of tunes that start out in the very beginning with like dub and reggae references in a way, so bass heavy, but also very easy listening, exotica oriented. Then we got a lot of like jazz downbeat things, so like let's say real jazz vibe wise, and downbeat in terms of like trip hop, but not real trip hop, so very cinematic, easy listening as well. Then we got in the very end like one rock and roll reference, and a lot of like miniatures, like not even longer than a minute 20 or something like that, which are also like exotica, easy listening, but not really. And they sound like they were recorded on very, very old magnetic tape, which was like kind of decaying. So you got this yeah, tape flutter effect. They sound very muffled in parts. They are short. They are like of questionable sound quality sometimes, but interesting stuff, and also yeah, very suitable for the time, because there was a lot of like easy listening compilations around, or like Exotica, dance pop, on labels, also Hamburg based labels, Sushi 3003 and 4004, that was like where bands like Cornelius were found, and like the other Japanese guys, which have been remixed by Oval on a label with M from America, which totally escaped me right now. Pizzicato 5. Pizzicato 5 is the name. They were on those compilations as well, so I guess this was a mixture of like easy listening influences, being active in the Mojo Club, which one of the guys I believe was, because he was a part of the original Dress Rockers trio, which were active in the Mojo, in the Hamburg-based Mojo Club, alongside Oliver Korthals, which was one of the Mojo founders, which has now left the company, but this is another story. And it was like a weird take, which was yeah, released on the Plattenmeister label, super obscure. If you are into easy listening, you might love and hate this, because well, half of that is like proper easy listening music, the other half is too obscure. If you're into electronica, this is not for you, because it's not really electronic, but it is. And if you like collect CDs and you have like a proper shelving system, it's not for you, because this is a monster. And yeah, this is a short little thing, and I still find it astounding that me at the age of 20 got like free music on CDs, which were kind of expensive back then, very, very regularly, without even being established yet at the time, because I was like working in music press and stuff for like less than a year in 1998 when I got this. And the tracks were recorded in 1997 at a studio that was at the Becker Breiter Gang, which is close to the Gängeviertel in Hamburg, which is like a famous like alternative spot with clubs and stuff. And interestingly, a former friend of mine who I knew from the drum and bass scene had her apartment, which she shared with a friend, at the Becker Breiter Gang street, which is not really a street, it's more like a passageway, alleyway. And she had some like really interesting corn snakes, pretty amazing animals, and pretty to look at. And we were like joking around about starting to breed some, but we like lost track. But anyway, I'm getting into rambling mode. I just wanted to show you this like obscure fluff thing for easy listening fans, or not. If you see this around and you don't have shelving space, don't buy this. If you have shelving space and you're like collecting obscure music, get this PULSER SG Primus Inter Pares, released in 1998, and also watch out for other music from the Plattenmeister label. So Bass Junkie out for now with a little rambly like archival video, and I'm going to shoot another one tomorrow maybe. So I'm out, see you in the next one.